Hey everybody, Microsoft Flight Simulator just released a trailer of the Microsoft Flight Simulator for 2024. It's a whole other platform and it's really interesting to see. They got everything from cargo to search and rescue to even hot air balloons. So I want to share it with you guys, and we're going to pause and we're going to talk about what's going on there. So the point that they're making in the beginning of this trailer is that it's all about career aviation, and then you can see a fire and a plane that coming in to deal with that fire. Now you know you got aerial firefighting, which is really cool. You got a whole kind of planes to do that. Then a search and rescue scene from what looks like a car crash. And take a look how the AI interacts with a technician on the cable there, using hand signals and whatnot. It looks very realistic. It really gives life to the simulator. Then you can see a scene on an oil rig and a ship nearby, and you can tell that they did some work on the waves there. It looks really good. From my understanding, it's another platform, this simulator they're about to come up. It's not like an add-on to the last Microsoft Flight Simulator. Then you can see a helicopter picking up a cargo, and take a look how the cargo interacts with the environment, physics-wise. Take a look at the rope. When they drop the cargo on the platform, take a look at that. It's so cool. It looks so realistic. The next scene is a medical scene where you can see like an ambulance coming in to an air ambulance, and take a look at those AI. I think those are AI. I think they should be. No, they look rushed, right? Like they really need to evacuate the guy, and it really, as I mentioned earlier, brings life to the simulation. Then you got agricultural aviation, which is kind of cool to fly those. I think they call it air tractors. I can't remember, but it looks really cool to fly really low in, crop dust. Another search and rescue scene, mountain rescue, which is a very interesting subject matter of search and rescue. To fly helicopters in high elevations like that, it's a different subject, and it's really interesting to try to do that. And take a look how the guy, again AI, interacts with the fact that a helicopter is nearby. He's like putting his hand up like that to protect himself from the rotors. It looks really cool from the wind. And then skydiving scene, which is nice, I guess. And then aerial construction. Aerial construction is a really interesting subject because they cover a whole lot of aerial construction and maintenance. You know those helicopters that fly really close to power lines and wash them? Stuff like that, high antennas. It looks really cool. And then you got a cargo scene with a beluga here. Industrial cargo transport. And then you got another scene which shows remote cargo operations. Now, other than the fact that you get to fly all those cool planes, think about where you get to fly them. At really weird places across the world, in remote airfields. Here it's over snow. VIP charter service. This is the next scene. I don't know. Might be fun. And air racing. We also have it in DCS, but it looks like it's a whole other subject here that they choose to put in the trailer. So maybe it's going to get like, I don't know, maybe different jets. Then you got gliders. Gliders are cool. The interesting one is the scientific research. Now take a look. You need to operate the camera system here, and then you got experimental flight, which I don't know what it means. Low altitude training, which you get to see the A10 here, but sadly without a gun, but what looks like a camera or a huge flashlight, I don't know. And then executive transport services, which I don't know exactly what it means, but it looks cool. But they choose to show the difference of seasons there. Then you got hot air balloon trips, which is I don't know if there's a lot of aviation into it as far as they go to operating that, but it's cool for the scenery, I guess. Once Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 is going to come out, I'm definitely going to try it. It looks really, really cool, and I would like to explore all those options of those careers, especially the search and rescue one. That looks cool, and the aerial construction. That looks really interesting and challenging to do. But I can't tell you why, and I don't know why they will not getting into military aviation. If you're all about aviation, the military aviation is a huge part of it, if not the biggest part of it, right? And I know they declared something about no bombs, no guns, no missiles in their simulator. I don't know why. Why would you do that? It's like shooting yourself in the foot. I mean, it's a huge part of aviation. It's one of the most challenging part of aviation, and arguably probably the most fun. Because when I started to looking at Microsoft Flight Simulator way back in the day, something was missing from me because I couldn't just sit there for 12 hours, take part of the takeoff, put it in autopilot, go through the flight plan, maybe a little bit of communication during the way, and then land the airplane. I don't know, it just wasn't there for me. I need a little bit more action. So now they got the career option, which is going to give you a lot more to do in the simulator, and it's going to bring more action into it, I think, especially the firefighting stuff and the search and rescue. And I think it's going to be cool to make it somewhat of a team effort. Let's say you've got I don't know, an aircraft that crashed somewhere, and now you can go there and save him, save the pilot, rescue the pilot, do a search and rescue operation. I think that will be really, really cool. But to be honest, the fact that they don't have military aviation is really lacking. I don't know why would you do that. I really don't know why. Can you imagine if we will have military aviation, like legit military aviation in this simulator? You can do a real BVR fight across borders with another country. That's insane. And the ranges are legit. Like you got all this range now that you can engage or search, or it's gonna be insane. You can have radars. Radars gonna work as well with all the other aircraft or commercial airlines. I don't know. It's just a multiplayer environment. Take this, for example. You got one airliner pilot and he's not flying according to his flight plan or not operating his radio accordingly. And all of a sudden now you're in an Eagle and you need to go to intercept this guy. So you're forming up on him and waving off and telling him, hey man, you've been intercepted by, I don't know, go land here and here. It's just the thought of that makes me like, oh, why don't they have it, you know? I don't know why. I think it's just a shame. It's a waste of a huge platform that can have everything in it, literally everything in it. But regardless, the simulator still looks awesome. It still looks great. I'm still gonna try it, but to be honest, I had a little bit of pain in my heart when I saw this A10 picture with a huge flashlight and or camera, whatever it was. I mean, it's all about the gun with the A10. At least have it there. It doesn't need to shoot, right? But at least let us look at it. I don't know. It was... Come on, man. It's an A10. It's all about the gun on this jet. Anyway, I just had to share my thoughts after I saw this trailer with you guys. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one.